How to grow your email list on LinkedIn? It's a great question. And in all honesty, it's easier than you think. Now, there are some advanced strategies and techniques that I'm going to do in future trainings, but I wanted to start with utilizing your LinkedIn profile only to start in growing your email list, because that's the whole key, is compliantly taking your connections online LinkedIn to offline in your email list serve. Now, before we jump into today's episode and today's training, if you are interested in joining myself and Nancy for our free LinkedIn workshop, it's called the LinkedIn Client Journey, or the Client Journey on LinkedIn. It's a 5-day workshop. We're going to be teaching you deeper concepts on almost like what we're going over today. So if you want to learn how to grow your email list, you want to convert leads into sales, and you want to have your content do a lot of the selling for you, we're going to be teaching all that and more. So if you're interested in joining us and you're watching on social, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn, just type the word free in the comments and I'll send you the registration link. If you're listening on the podcast, just go to the description of the episode. There'll be a clickable link right there where you can register for absolutely $0. So let's dive in. So what can you do to generate growth in your email list, specifically using your LinkedIn profile? Well, what I will say is the first thing that you can do is optimizing your background banner. Now, as you build your credibility, as you build your expertise, what I'll say is this will kind of come in time. So if anyone visits my LinkedIn profile, on my background banner, it actually says the LinkedIn sales and marketing system for coaches and consultants. And why I did that is I wanted to clearly state. So when someone is visiting my LinkedIn profile, they're going to know from the minute they land on my profile that I specialize in teaching people sales and marketing systems for LinkedIn, specifically those that are coaches, consultants, and service professionals, right? So if you're a coach, if you're a consultant, or you're a business owner and you have an ideal client or someone that you work with, I would use that background banner section, which you can create on Canva by simply just typing in LinkedIn banner, and you can design it any way you want. You can do that and have your power statement of who you work with. So when people visit your profile, it's going to attract them to the other sections of your LinkedIn profile. And for those that can't see this, outside of having the LinkedIn sales and marketing system for coaches and consultants, I have images of my 2 latest books, the LinkedIn book for sales and marketing, 2nd edition, and the Feel Good Business Model, which is a book that Nancy and I wrote last year. And then some things I've been featured in: Book Authority, Digital Marketer, Yahoo Finance, Authority Magazine. So all of those things you want to include in there if you can include them. So what this does, when you optimize that background banner, it'll drive people to take a deeper look at your LinkedIn profile, namely the clickable link in the header of your profile. So you can see at the time that I'm doing this training for you guys in this episode, I'm pushing people towards our free LinkedIn workshop. And you can change this clickable link. So if you were on my LinkedIn profile right now, you would see my name, you would see my headline, where I'm from, and then underneath that is a clickable link that says free LinkedIn workshop 127 to 31. So January 27th to the 31st. And there's a clickable link. So when someone clicks on there, it actually takes them right to the landing page for our workshop. And then people, once they go there, they scroll down, they can click sign up for the workshop, they put their name, email, and now they're signed up. And this is a great way to get people, again, from online to offline. social media is rented land, and this is a compliant way to turn your LinkedIn network of connections into email list subscribers. That's what we're looking to do. Now, the other thing about this clickable area on LinkedIn is that you can edit this whenever you want. So if I click the edit pencil over here and I scroll down, you'll see something that says website. So again, if you're listening on the podcast, you go to your LinkedIn profile, you click the right edit pencil on the far right-hand side, and this is your edit intro area. You go down and you'll scroll and scroll and scroll till you hit website. This is where you share those clickable links. So you put the link. This could be a link to your website. This could be a link to a lead magnet. This could be a link to your book. This could be a link to an assessment that you have. It could be a link to your podcast, your calendar link. And you can put link text, and you can see mine says free workshop 127 to 31. It could be visit my website. It could be book a free call. It could be download my free gift. It could be take my assessment. This is a great way to grow your email list just by making sure that these two areas, right? Number one, you have that background banner optimized, right? So making sure that you optimize that background banner, letting the person visiting your profile know what it is that you do, having that clickable link in the header of your profile. And then the third thing that you can do, if you have a lead magnet, or even if you don't have a lead magnet. So a lead magnet could be anything where it allows you to compliantly collect someone's email. It could be a pop-up on your website. It could be a Calendly or an Acuity link. It could be an assessment. It could be a checklist. It could be a downloadable PDF. Anything where it's requiring someone to give you their name and email in exchange for something else, whether it's a free call, a free consult call, a free download, a free checklist, a free assessment. You get the idea. You want to use the featured content section for this. So if you were to scroll down on your profile, you have your about section, you have your services, and then you have your featured. If you're on your LinkedIn and it goes right from services right to activity and there's no featured in between, you haven't added it yet. And the easiest thing for you to do is literally all you have to do is go to the let me see. All you have to do is go to add profile section. So when you do that, when you add the profile section, I'm just going to click this really quickly. Let me just refresh this. When you add the profile section, it allows you to add specific things to your profile, right? So it allows you to edit your about information, right? It allows you to edit your experience information. So all of those things are very important. So when you go to the featured content section and you click this little plus sign, you can add a post, you can add a newsletter, you can add an article, you can add a link, you can add media, you can add whatever you want. Now, what you're going to need to do is add something that's going to allow you to collect an email compliantly. That could be right here. I have a link on my LinkedIn profile where people can click and register for our workshop. I also have a lead magnet where people can enhance their LinkedIn profile. I also have a lead magnet where people can take my LinkedIn assessment to find out what help that they need. And I also have our most recent book, which has a lead magnet in it. So leveraging the featured content section is key when you want to make sure that you optimize your LinkedIn profile the right way to collect emails. This is very simplistic things that you can do to grow your email list based off of just optimizing your background banner, letting those people visiting your profile know exactly what you do. Have the clickable link in the header of your profile, collect those emails, but also making sure that you reiterate that in the featured content section with a lead magnet or a calendar link or your website or a pop-up or an assessment or a quiz, whatever it is. Now, one last time, If you're watching on social and you would like to register for our free LinkedIn workshop from January 27th to the 31st from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, all you have to do is type free in the comments and I will send you that registration link. If you're listening on the podcast, go to the description of the episode. That way you can download, you can click the link and you can get registered right then and there. So I hope you found today's training and episode helpful. Love and gratitude, and I'll talk to you next time.